because they are so jealous that they do not possess the divine DNA. They do not possess the melanin that we all know is a God particle, a great transmuter, alchemy. They know that. Subconsciously, consciously.
Things I learned by listening to Black Women, the series where you don't listen to Black women, so a straight white man repeats what they say, and maybe you'll listen to that. There have been a lot of videos of white women asking, what can I do to help? What can I do to show Black people that I'm safe to be around? The overwhelming majority of Black women have answered this question by saying, talk amongst yourselves. Have the difficult conversations with your mothers, your aunts, your sisters, your friends, and most importantly, yourself. Dismantle your own internal biases. Don't try to appear safe. Be safe. Be compassionate, be empathetic, and don't think you deserve a reward for doing so. Your intent will come through without you having to say anything if it's sincere. Another big one was defend Black women at work. Meaning, if you notice that someone else is dismissive of what someone is saying because they're Black, stop it. Call it out. If a Black person has an idea that gets dismissed by a white person, who then suddenly puts that idea forth 10 minutes later, call that out.
Man, I tell you what, nothing makes racist white people more pissed off than me, a white person, trying to educate about racism and trying to educate about what white privilege is and all these things. And it's so funny because these same people will argue with me till they are blue in the face about how they're not racist and we don't live in a racist institution and Black and brown people have it so easy and racism doesn't exist anymore. But then they will turn around and say the most racist, ignorant, vile shit you've ever heard in your life. The disconnect is amazing. And this is why I make content like this, because it's so important, because we do live in a racist institution and we are all raised in racism as white people. This is simply a fact. And the crazy part about it is every one of us knows this. Even the ones who will sit there and fight with me to the death about it and act like it doesn't exist. Y'all know white people are racist. Y'all know about the casual racism, the casual microaggressions that we are raised in, no matter where we live in this United States of America. And this is why I will never stop. I will never stop trying to educate as a white person about racism and how we need to learn. We need to evolve. We need to do better. It's almost as if they feel like admitting to a racist institution or admitting to racism makes them this evil, terrible person. And so they would rather double down than to grow and be a good person. And that's so bad, because all that says to me is that you have a small mind and a cowardly soul. And I wish better for you than that, truly, because everything in your life will get better when you stop being so ignorant.
Guys, welcome back again to the YouTube channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking. When you saw this video, so I came across this on my FYP. A lot of people actually talking about the whole jealousy, okay, among these PAM people to Black folks and how they have always wanted to be them, and you know, just so many things that they are saying about themselves, opening up to themselves and all of that. And to be frank, it's not even Black people that are saying it. Is also, you know, PAM colored people coming out to expose the racism that is happening in their community, especially when it has to do with Black folks and how they have treated, you know, people of color so far. Well, a lot of them are saying something, but there is this particular woman who is breaking down all of these things that have happened in recent times and everything that they have been doing before now, and how they actually want to be so Black, like they want to be Black so easily, right? Without even ready to take up the whole thing or the whole thing that Black people has ever faced in their life. Well, the Black struggle is real, but everybody wants to be Black, but nobody wants to, you know, experience the struggle that comes with Blackness. Well, let's take a look at some of the things that she said, then I'll come back with a commentary. Do let me know what you all think in the comment section. Credit to our creators on this video. Let's go watch.
I just want to say, I now understand why none of us can be trusted. I now understand why y'all don't trust anybody, why you don't feel like you can accept any of us into your space, into your heart, because time and time again, white people continue to show out because they are so jealous that they do not possess the divine DNA. They do not possess the melanin that we all know is a God particle, a great transmuter, alchemy. They know that. Subconsciously, consciously, whether or not the deep-rooted hate was instilled by them through generations, the originators of whitewashing and oppressing black people, which I guess has been for fucking ever, they knew through science, through studying the difference in DNA and even bones before DNA was a thing, that black people possessed the God particle, melanin, something that no one else possesses that is white. And they are so jealous that they cannot stand it. They can't stand it. They hate themselves. They wish they were black. They wish they were black. That's why they have to claim everything that black people did, because they wish they were black. And let me leave you with this also. Recently, I saw a video by a young black man, and he said that some of the racist things or things that have given him black fatigue, he named the fact that white men in the gym will say, "I wish I had your build." And he said, whatever the fuck that means. I'm gonna tell you what it means, because I've had a lot of white men that I thought were not racist at all, like that I didn't even think about it, you know. In casual conversation, they'll just say to me, like, we'll be watching sports, or most of them were watching sports, but even just TV, like, let a black man show up on that damn screen. And every time a white man says the same thing to me, yeah, you know, black people are just naturally gifted at athletics because they're naturally athletically built. They're just naturally muscular. The white man and women are jealous because not only do black people possess divine DNA that have shielded them from total obliteration through oppression, through having to go through and endure the most wicked, disgusting things that you could ever imagine, whether it be through the L word with trees, whether it be through being outside all day, whether it be through grape, whether it be through every single disgusting thing that the white man has systemically put black people through for hundreds and even thousands of years before this continent even existed. White people would have never survived. And black people have, and they have still been a part of society, because you can't kill them. You can't kill them off. I know you want to, but you can't, because they're too strong. They're stronger than us. They have more mental fortitude than us. They are divinely encoded. Their bones are encoded with sacred and ancient code, light. You ever heard of the frequency grid? They are the lattice keepers. They are the nodes. They are the divine presence in this world. And you bitches are just jealous. And although I wish that it did not have to be this way, although I wish that I could be the exception, or that people like my mother, who taught me, number one, no, don't you ever trust a white fucking man, and number two, don't you ever trust the fucking police, and number three, you better watch for your privilege, you better identify it, and you better use it to your advantage to uplift every single black person that you are around, in the vicinity of, or can speak up for. And that means sacrificing yourself. It breaks my heart that I'm not trusted. But what the fuck would I expect? How could I expect any different when I see and hear not only what they have been through, what they go through on a day-to-day basis, and then I see you pasty assholes saying the shit that you say. Black fatigue, ghetto, and then I keep seeing the black on black crime bullshit. I've already made a video where I pull up the statistics on crime. It is widely taught in cultural academics that white people, even given that they account for a slightly larger bit of the population now, and I hope we will become the minority soon, but it keeps getting slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. 50 years ago, the white population was like 60% more. Now it's like a slow margin of like 24, something like that. But white people, even considering that there are more white people in this country, and that the police do not police white people the way they do black people, white people still commit more crime than black people in every single category of crime. But let's name the worst ones. SA, oh yeah, that's white men. That's white people. Especially their own children. Mass, white people. Little Timmy over there with his fucking notebook. Dylan Roof going into a church with black people who welcomed him in to worship with them and then shooting them all. White people. White on white crime. White on black crime. Violence in general, domestic violence, all of that. Look it up. White people commit the most crime. And on top of that, they collect the most government assistance. And that is taking into account the fact that white people account for a slightly larger number of the population. So don't come to me with, oh, well, it's going to look like they commit more crimes because there's more of them. No, bitch. We're taking ratio into consideration. And we're also taking into consideration that white people are not profiled the way black people are. Do you know that I was arrested? I was arrested when I was 21 years old. I had so many, blues, a cut thing that you drink out of, a little tiny baggie with residue of some sort in it. Do you know I was arrested and never searched? I was not even searched when I was arrested. I was able to park my car on the side of the road, have someone come and get it. Handcuffed in the front, got to sit in the front seat of the police car, and was not watched when we pulled up to the jail and when we entered the jail, allowing me enough time to take that out of my pocket and shove it into my crack. I was not even searched. So you cannot tell me that your statistics are true. See, this is what y'all do. Y'all whitewash shit and you lie. You blatantly lie. Look the shit up, educate yourself. Everything you believe that is true about this country is not. The people who invented shit, the people who founded shit, the people who owned land in this country. I am from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Do you know how many black families had their land stolen from them? And it is literally still within the deed books at the courthouse? I know because my mother she worked with deeds. Y'all are valid, and I am so fucking sorry on behalf of every white out here. I'm so sorry. Damn, I hate y'all. Y'all gotta ruin it for all of us.
Lots of them are really scared of their own people ruining everything for them, okay, with the whole thing that they act, they do. So you know how they always say, not everybody is bad, but somehow the bad eggs have spoiled the reputation of the good people. Well, let's take a look at the comment section and see what people are saying. So someone said, this is so true. I have had so many Wh1te to the cis people be Wh1te to the cis to me, and I just now realized they were jealous of my appearance and how I looked. Okay, you decided it to the perfection. Black people have been on the earth for 7 million years. Europeans have been here for less than 6,000. Who is the superior race? Okay, Wh1te to the cis and hatred is also a demonic spirit. Self-awareness is the number priority. Okay, another person said it's always been obvious that this is jealousy. What else could fuel so much hatred besides jealousy? If you hate someone, you stay away, but if you envy someone, you stay close with the intent to destroy them. For hundreds of years, your people have been telling other people who don't look like you that they are inferior for absolutely no reason at all. Absolute racial insecurity, racial inferiority complex. European has a rich mythology, history, and stories, but when whiteness and America, they cut off the roots. That's why they can't feel the connection. That personal work really turned things around for me. So a lot of people are now trying so much to, this kind of this construct, okay, from everything happening in their community and try to shift the narrative, try to make researches on their own, ask questions on their own and all that. So someone said jealousy and envy is more than culture, is our abilities, looks, empathy, great heart. Okay, Wh1te to the cis is basically jealousy and need to control. It's not Wh1te to the cis to have in-group preference. It's not Wh1te to the cis to not want to be replaced. Our culture is everything around you. We invented the modern word. Classical music is supreme. Another person said, not just culture, but everything turning for color, body, lips, hair, etc. We are always mimicked. We have the ability to shine. Even in solitude, amongst other races, we are not privileged and did not get a head start financially. Yeah, we survived and have the ability to do and live better than most. It is definitely jealousy. Okay, another person, okay, let's even talk about it. Like, a lot of people have actually talked about the black culture and everything being American, right? I feel that now, because a lot of people are not talking about it, it's obvious that most of these people are actually, jealous, and their own people are not the ones exposing the real truth behind everything that is happening, the reason why they kind of play rate to the seas to people like that looks like me, right? So this one said maybe prejudice can come from being jealous of black people. Rate to the seas is a whole different animal. 100%. Jealousy isn't redlining, denying loans, housing discrimination, miseducation. I feel where you are coming from, but racism is much bigger than just feelings. Okay, I have been saying this for years. How can you hate an entire race? You have never met all of us. When you hate someone, you don't know it's pure jealousy, because you can't say that this person is bad, so the entire race is not bad. So that's exactly what people are trying to like say, right? What exactly are you trying to say if you say that these people are bad just because you met one particular person, or you heard a story about one particular person acting some kind of way to a person? Before you know it, you just push it that, oh, all of this race, the entire people here are bad people. Well, guys, let me know what you all think in the comment section. I would love to read from you. Please consider subscribing if you have not already, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Credit to all creators on this video. I look forward to seeing you all on my next. Thank you so much for watching. Please do well to like and subscribe. See you all next time. Bye, guys.